Hello everyone, my name is Abhinav Basu and today we will see introduction of JavaScript. If you want to watch this lecture in Hindi, please go to my channel. The same video is also available in Hindi, but today we will watch it in English. Okay, so let's start. So why is JavaScript so important? Why should I learn JavaScript and not any other language like PHP, Java, Python, etc.? To answer this, firstly let's see what is JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language. Like all other programming language, it is a programming language having its own unique features. Okay, and it is also known as the language of web. So why is it known as the language of web? To understand this, first let's understand how is a website made, what are all its components. A website consists of mainly two components, front end and the back end. Okay, so let's see each one of them one by one. Firstly, what is front end? You may have guessed by the name that what is front end. You may have an idea, but if you don't till now, let's see. Anything that is visible on the screen and you can interact with is known as the front end. Suppose you go to a website like Facebook, Instagram. When you first go to it and whatever you see on your mobile screen or your desktop screen, it is the front end. So what is the back end? When on that website you press on the login button, okay, or you click on the my orders button and you want your data, okay, so when you click on login, how will it display your personal page? Okay, that is handled by backend. When you press on my orders, how will it retrieve the data? The website will retrieve the data, that is handled by the backend. Okay, now let's see how does the internet work. So all this will connect and become more clear. So as you can see in this image, it shows a request response cycle. Okay, so let's understand it. Suppose here client means your PC or your mobile. Okay, you open any browser like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, etc., and then you type facebook.com, instagram.com, or any other website, and you press enter. Okay, then it requests through the to the server through the internet. Okay, that I want this page. Okay, or I want this data. The server then, according to the logic that is written in it, it sends a response to the browser. Okay, the files or the code, and then the browser manipulates it and displays it on your screen. Okay, so this is the request response cycle. Now, for those of you who don't know what is a server is a computer like any other computer, but it does only one work, that is to handle the request response cycle. It does not operate like all other PCs that can handle multiple requests. It has only one work, so it is too fast. Now, what is the role of JavaScript? So a website is made up of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. So let's understand one by one what is the role of each one of them. HTML. It gives the structure or skeleton of the website. Okay. Whenever you first start making a website, you start from writing HTML. Like what all the components you want to include in your website, like you want to include buttons, okay, you want to include input type like text field, okay, check boxes, you want to put navigation bar, you want to put links to other websites, etc. What are all the components you define in HTML? Okay, but after defining all them, the page would look so ugly. Okay, so to make it fantastic appearing like the modern websites, you have to use CSS. Okay, CSS helps us to include color, font type, okay, font size, designs of the button, design of the components, the whole design of the website. CSS helps us to make the website looks fabulous. Now JavaScript, okay, now you have made your website using CSS and HTML. Okay, but you click on a button, okay, nothing happens. So this functionality, that what should happen when you click on a particular button, is handled by JavaScript. JavaScript gives functionality to the website. Let's understand all three of them with an example. I have took here an example of a car. Okay, so here you can see this first image describes the structure of the car. This you can refer to as the HTML of a website. Okay, now here you can see the car looks amazing. It is in black, dark edition. There are black interiors. It has a logo. The headlights are nicely designed. Okay, so these all are done by CSS. Okay, you can compare it to the CSS of a website. Now the car looks amazing. But now, if you sit in the car and press the accelerator, the car won't move forward because it has no logic. How can it move forward? And if you rotate the steering wheel, the wheels won't rotate because it does not know what to do when you rotate the steering wheel. How does this functionality happen? This is done by JavaScript. Okay, you write the logic that if you press the accelerator, the car should move forward. If you rotate the steering wheel, then how should the tire go to the right or how should it go to the left? These all is done through JavaScript. So I think that now you can understand the role of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in a website. So before telling you that why JavaScript is so important and why it dominates the web, let me tell you what is a framework. Okay, so firstly, if you see the word framework, what comes in your mind? It gives you a frame. Okay, it gives you a set of rules. For example, you may know DIY kits. Okay, do it yourself kits like IKEA furniture, in which they give the parts, they give the instructions, and according to it, you can make your furniture or any other thing. That same concept is here in framework. Okay, it provides a structured way of development. Okay, and here helps it helps to minimize our code and does improve readability. Okay, for example, if you write in vanilla JavaScript, okay, vanilla JavaScript means normal JavaScript without any framework. If in vanilla JavaScript you write the code to display something on the website, okay, it may be a code of 15 to 20 lines. Okay, but by using a framework you can do the same task. Okay, by the tool it provides or the function, you can do the same task in one line of code. So it would improve the readability of the code. If you get any error, you can correct it in minutes. Okay, and some other developer, if he sees your code, then it will be easier for him. Okay, so it improves readability and minimizes our code, provides a structure of development. Okay, now let's see JavaScript front-end framework. Now here you can see the three most popular JavaScript front-end frameworks. They are React.js, Angular, and Vue.js. Okay. Now if you know some of them, then you may know that React.js is actually not a framework. It is a library, but it is so popular and it has so many features that it is created and developed by Meta or Facebook. So actually people interchangeably say it as framework or library. Okay, so if you go on any job listing, you can see at least one of them mentioned in the front end, like React, Angular, Vue. They are so popular, and in front end you need to have JavaScript, and these are the most popular frameworks. And if you learn JavaScript and use these frameworks, you will be guaranteed a job. Okay, React is the most popular one currently, and the popularity is increasing rapidly. Now let's see here. I will talk about backend. Okay, uh, here in the left you can see that it is a full stack developer. Okay, but here also in the front end he is using HTML, CSS, and JS. JS means JavaScript. Okay, he is using PHP, that is another programming language for backend development. Okay, and using SQL, that is database. Database means you store your data there and you retrieve from there when you need it. Okay, but he is also using JavaScript in the front end. So if you have to use JavaScript in the front end, why not use in the back end? Therefore, on the right, you can see one of the full stack JavaScript developer. Okay, it is mean stack developer. Mean stack means M means MongoDB. Okay, MongoDB is a database, no SQL database. Okay, and next is Express. I will talk about it in a minute. Uh, A means Angular. As I explained you, it is a front end framework. Okay. N means Node. Okay. So Angular is front end framework. MongoDB is your database. Now, what is Node? Actually, JavaScript, when it was created to run in the browser. Okay. So it was not created to run on the PC like all other programming languages. Okay. So to now we have to make backend in JavaScript. So how would we run JavaScript in the PC? So Node provides us the environment. Node provides us the environment through which we can write JavaScript code in our PC and run it on the PC. Okay, to develop backend. Okay, what is Express? Like in the front end, you have frameworks to develop front end. Similarly, to develop backend in Node.js, instead of vanilla JavaScript, you can use Express.js framework. It is a framework for backend development. Now let's move on. Here in this, you can see all three: mean, merge, mev. These three of them are full stack JavaScript development. Okay, but different stacks. How is it different? Here, MongoDB, Express.js, and Node are similar in all three of them. But what differentiates them is React, Angular, and Vue. Means the front end differentiates them. Okay, so as you can see, and if you see the job listings today on any website, okay, so you can definitely see in front end there is React or Angular or Vue, and even one stack developers are required very much. There is a gap in the industry, so you can easily get a job by learning this. Okay, so as I was saying, why is JavaScript so important? Think for yourself. Okay, you are developing a website. Okay, so now would you learn two languages, the complexity of two languages to create front end and back end, or you would learn just one language and create back end and front end both through that one singular language? What will you choose? Of course, you would choose one language, which is JavaScript. You can create backend, front end, both in it. Okay, so that's why it is a go-to choice for many developers, and that's where lies its strength. Okay, so by this, I end my video, and if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to provide any constructive criticism, please comment and share with your friends.